Nah, he upgrading the player.
We just
Zeke, I got home field advantage. I got home field advantage through the whole player.
what's up? We can do it.
One, two, three. Dog, that's the difference when I have to, cause I know niggas swag right, like they gon' I run vanilla, cause niggas love the swag right, bro. I witnessed that with my nigga V Money. V Money then went through that. Yeah, he know. V, a nigga stole be swag. When, when V starts, when V starts drinking that lick, that nigga, yeah, hey, you ready, Z? He
I'm in the
ain't.
chat. Shut your ass up, nigga.
I love to hear Zeke. Zeke funny, man. No, when Zeke be talking, Zeke funny, bro.
Who does the
V,
Bills? Man, you game. Alright, yo. I ain't in all the trash
hey,
talk. Alright, yo.
all right, there it is.
Me too, because I'm better than you.
Oh man, Jadavion Clowney, boy. That nigga got 85 pass coverage. Man, smoking rock, bro.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of
Oh
Fame as we get
my
set for
God.
football at
It's
First Energy
time.
Stadium
It's
in Cleveland,
time. It's
Ohio.
time.
Coming
Let's
up,
go.
it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the
It's
Cleveland
time.
Browns.
It's time.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I gotta pull this shit up on YouTube before I go on the play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DJ Reader breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
What was you doing, Rick?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
from the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's because all you was doing was run the ball.
For a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Lamar Miller, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second is Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson.
Come on.
A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
First down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now out comes Houston, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Flag 22. Flag 22. Come back, come back.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to air one.
I shouldn't have did that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Following the interception, Mayfield under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over. Detroit, Detroit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, come on, yo, really?
Complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 56 yards.
That should have been quick.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Barney.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4th down, Mayfield.
Come on, man. How the fuck is that dude so open?
Callaway over on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Over.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Run!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick
Shit,
Chubb
wouldn't let me audible?
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield going for it all. So they took a shot on first down.
Nobody gonna jump for the ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete. It's Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give it to Chubb. And
What?
he takes this one in for a Brown score.
That's how they feel, bro.
Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Tiger.
Now
That's the
problems
fucking
right out
ball,
of the gate.
bro.
We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Drops it to Blue, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
To the air yet again, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Able to push his way through. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's caught inside the 25. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Hey, back 22! Back 22!
Watson now to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Reset, reset, reset!
He'll get it up the middle.
Oh, get in there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 7 yards away.
Yo,
and the
user
Texans
skills
draw
suck,
a
bro.
bit closer. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete.
Oh, my God. Yo, really?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 65 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Yep.
And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Watson. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Here's Watson now on second down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 82 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Hey, yo.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right?
Why the kick zone on? I thought we was playing on all that, and that shit ain't supposed to be on.
Done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer.
Oh,
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And some space here.
Come on, man. You fucking serious, bro?
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
You ain't lying. God damn.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Black 99 Philly. Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. This
Hold on to it.
Inside the 15.
Fuller. I'm a Fuller coming up big, baby.
37.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Oh, come on.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run it again with Chubb. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Ellington. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A give. This is Chubb. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got it open, then he completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Larry Ogunjobi coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come back, come back. Back 22. Back 22. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson.
Man.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms.
Yeah, he got it, though. It's over now.
Come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Hit that.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Landry again, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go, baby.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
Let's go.
Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Let's go, nigga. Let's go, nigga. Let's go,
Here
nigga.
comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And a good
Let's
effort
go,
on the
nigga.
return there. Gets him across
Let's
the
go,
30
nigga.
to the
AFC
33-yard line.
Championship bound.
Heading out
We
as the
AFC
Texans
Championship
offense as
bound.
they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit
AFC
of a 180.
Championship
They are
bound.
sputtering right
We
now.
AFC
And
Championship
frankly, I think it's time
bound.
to call
Let's
your
go.
playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Richmond Heights.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
No.
His throw is going to be
Good count,
incomplete.
EJ.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard.
I got
maybe
your
from
back,
you, I don't know,
nigga.
but you're going to get hit anyways.
I
Might as
got
well
your
hold on
back,
to the ball.
Paul.
Well, you
No
know a coach
homo,
said
no
that, right?
mind.
Not an actual player. Not
Oh,
a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Come back, come back. Richmond.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And now here's
Brian Body
another
Calhoun.
interception. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Let's
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
go.
Hard to believe
Let's
we're
go,
watching
baby.
this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off here by Aaron
I ain't know
Coleman.
what button he was, but I did something
10,
stupid.
and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
Pick it up. Let's go, scoop.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit! Over!
And again, it's Chubb. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Roll,
Shoot! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Yeah.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Go home, nigga. Go home.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Playoffs a different breed. You ain't playoff ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready for the war. You ain't ready.
Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Green, the line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Richmond. Come back.
Watson on first down. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one
Our
back.
offensive line is horrible, though, bro. I got like one dude over 80.
Borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing again is Watson.
It's a different game.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. Now they got to get to the line
dude's not
quickly.
even developed because I had that 5-game suspension. I didn't do no training. I didn't do nothing. It was just like whatever.
Come back.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal.
But Rack ain't play.
Again, it's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school
Yeah, I
coach
think
right now.
Madden got me on this one, bro.
Meets force. Got to be
But
physical in order to
can't
win
take
this
nothing
game.
from him.
Yeah, that's where the physicality
Okay.
pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on first down, so
And
the
you-
ball
you-
remains
you,
at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You made a good adjustment though, switching that nigga Denzel over on that one play in the red
Watson
zone.
looks to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew.
Fuller was
Incomplete
kicking
here.
your ass.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
No, I'm trying.
Two
You got that nigga
incompletions
Denzel
haven't
Ward. I'm
moved
just
him any
going wherever that.
closer.
I'm just going
And
wherever that
likely
nigga not.
throwing again, you'd have to
Like-
think on 3rd and goal here. To the air yet again, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
One last throw here for Watson.
Catch the ball.
And that will be
Fucking bum.
incomplete. They were
Good
going
game,
for a
Rip.
consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time
Who,
is
Ma?
run out now on this game.
Yeah,
Well,
I
one
created
side
it though
moves
for
on, and
the
then, of course,
when I was
there's the other
my
side,
other
and now
franchise
they face
that's
what they
not
don't
online
wanna
for the
face,
Eagles.
and
I gotta
that's
like
the offseason.
change it for
Think about the
the
journey
Texans, the
just
team
getting
I
to
got
this
now.
game. Preseason, right? The OTAs
But
and mini camps before
like I said
that.
earlier, bro, after I
Going
had
through the
that
regular
5-game
season,
suspension,
fighting and
I just
scratching
kind
and
of was like,
clawing to make it
fuck
to
the
the
year.
playoffs. And then to
Like,
get to
I
this
didn't think I was
game,
gonna make the
one
playoffs,
game short of a conference
but
championship.
then
Now
everybody
the
in my
whole
division
offseason.
sorry too. So like, I made it. Offensive line is garbage. My secondary is garbage. Like, I should have been 10. I lost in the last game to the Jaguars. I don't know what happened with that. What y'all skipped it or y'all gave a regular sim or whatever. But I finished 9-7. This bum ass offensive line I got. That's cause cause me and you played earlier, Rick, when I beat you. Motherfucking, I knew what you was gonna do. So I'm like, if you just gonna blitz everybody and just count on, you know what I mean, your corners to cover. I already knew what it was hitting for. But this O line is fucking garbage still. Everything C, 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 C. Left tackle is a D. Uh, hmm Shit, what y'all about to advance it? That was the last game, wasn't it?